Hey guys, Force Studios here, back with more Spellweaver. It's Atkst and Frosty. And today we have Lifebound Midrange.
Hooray!
This is kind of a rebuild of a deck we featured a long time ago, like before the campaign dropped, when this used to be like a 3-3 and stuff. But with the new cards, we can kind of make it work. So the main idea is that it can fill a mid-range role, but against control decks, it can also go for the life gain win. So it plays a whole bunch of creatures that have Lifebound. So we have the 4 Angelic Temples. Once we've played 2 Priests, it can transform. We also have the land if we need to transform it that way. And it's a 3-3 with Lifebound. Pretty decent. 4 Sunblessed Priests. Of course, it's 2-2, it has Lifebound. 4 Word of Grace. One of the ways we can attack control decks is to just gain a bunch of life like this. Also replaces itself, and it's nice enough if we end up in a race situation to just surprise our opponent with gaining a bunch of life, screwing up their combat math. 2 Ray of Righteousness for the problematic creatures and spells. 3 Champion of the Heavens. Excellent way to just spread 1/1 counters to all our Lifebound creatures. 4 Namir of the Blinding Light. Another little battery for a bunch of life gain. He's also a priest that helps the Angelic Temple. He can also pump our Lifebound creatures to gain more life. 3 Gomer Ironbeard. Another priest, he can gain Lifebound himself, and he's got a massive body, and you can just pick and choose abilities for him, which is nice. 2 Entrails, just an extra way to give Lifebound to things that don't happen to have it in this deck, and also a 6/6 Lifebound by itself. 4 Power Discharge, just excellent temple play. 2 Tamiya, little extra valor for us, can also double as card draw in some circumstances. 4 Sunborn Incarnate, it's a 2-3 with Lifebound, can do the weird ability where it damages all creatures it's engaged in combat with, but you can only use it on your turn, so it's whatever you attack into, or if they decide to double block it, which probably never happens when the ability's available anyway. And 4 Dwarven Mortar, because repeatable removal is excellent. As for the spell shrines, we of course have the 4 Trigon of the Pact. Very nice with Word of Grace, because it allows us to go for white-blue levels, so we still gain a bunch of life, even if we have wisdom levels. And 1 Thematic Laboratory is a little extra case to revive an Angelic Temple into a 3-3. So yeah, let's see how this goes in Game 1. Game 1 against Mortis Rex.
Draw again? I
think we'll keep this. I don't like it too much, but I think it's reasonable.
I mean, it could work out, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay, now it's not looking as bad. Mortis Rex. Angelic Temple.
Z Temple. Interesting that he uses that for the level.
Probably had to.
And a 1/1.
It's a lot of divine offerings.
That's not what we'd like for
Unfortunate.
our wisdom level.
I think I still would have been tempted to grab it. Not, you know, to use for a level, but...
Yeah. It's iffy.
Kinda. Whatever.
Could still be 2 wisdom shrines or 2 of the other one away from using it. Deal with it without. Wow, we're just not getting any wisdom shrines.
I said draw again.
Apparently you were right, but
There's
in that somehow all our wisdom shrines are on the bottom half of our library.
Yeah, you're definitely going to need to start
I'm gonna
playing.
cycle one of these. There we go.
Hey, you got something. Just reset everything. Reset it all. I'm glad you were at least able to reset.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
That was rude. Do we trade that?
May as well. I'm almost... I don't know.
I think we just leave it. Make him a 5/6.
Interesting they're not playing
Sanctum?
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Noxious and then attack into Gomer? Is that what it is? Nope.
Ah.
It's gonna be Necromantic Cult instead.
But hiding both of them. Interesting.
Companion. That's a lot of beats.
That's a bit.
Did you really need a 4th level? Oh,
Yeah.
right. Never mind.
Double up on triggers here.
Yeah, I knew that. I knew that.
It'd been nice if it was an order shrine, but we'd already moved the rest to the bottom.
The slaves are rebelling. Interesting.
It's a rather potent combination, being able to kill the 1/1s that you make.
Mm-hmm. Consume. Oh.
It's probably right to just sack this. Because he doesn't get a counter, so we can just swing 5.
And then you can just use hero ability.
And swing for 5. Sure.
Cool.
He'd have made us use more mana if he didn't consume spirit with one of our creatures, so interesting. But a victory.
Nice.
And let's see how it goes in game 2. Game 2 against Kokik. Oh wait, those are C's, not E's.
Mm-hmm. I like this hand personally.
Mm-hmm. This seems like a very keepable hand.
It does, actually, with you. Okay, fine. You got lucky there.
I did. I will admit that. Because we're going to be out of luck right away.
Should have kept that first in. Who misses the first divine offering? Come on.
A 3/1 with protected.
Dang.
Of course, now he only has 1 speed, so he's not super threatening.
I don't know. He's still pretty threatening.
I mean, true. But he's not...
It's like Abhorrent Ghoul when it was first, before it was nerfed. Just extremely slow, but it was still
just a massive beater.
yeah, with 3 damage. 3 beats.
We'll take it. And this better be a damn good divine offering. It was a damn good divine offering.
It was all luck.
And no longer a threat. We'll gain 2 of the damage back.
Hey. It's funny because if you don't draw anything decent next turn, you can just attack the hero, then use hero ability and attack and take out the 3/1. That's assuming they don't play anything.
Some Bear Cavalry. Not a card I was expecting to see.
No. I hardly ever see Sejuani played. Well, I guess that's more Bristol and Ryder. Randorf. Yeah.
And we'll gain back all of the life now.
All of the life?
And deal with the Bear Cavalry.
Not much of a cavalry.
No, it wasn't. It kind of got outflanked by a priest.
This priest is pretty deadly.
Aha, we
Came out of
flanked
nowhere.
their healing support. No, no. The healing support is going to kick your ass. Soul projection.
Just gets rid of it all.
Eh.
Soul projection is... I hate soul projection. So good.
I think we just go for a Gomer.
You play a 1/1, we'll play a base 5/4 2-speed.
We have the Lifebound.
With Lifebound now. I love Gomer. He's one of my favorite cards in this game, actually.
It really is.
Just because he's so versatile.
I mean, he's waving the white flags, which is like his only downside. Turns out we should have given him some help.
Yeah. Couldn't have seen that coming.
The arrows blotted out the sun.
No!
I think we start by dealing 1 damage to this, as exciting as that is. And yeah, if that's the card we're going to draw, let's just get a white-blue level.
I was gonna say, if you're going Divine Offering, Sunborn Subordinate's probably the worst.
I don't know.
I didn't want to see Trigon
He's
go.
played
though.
some 2/1s among his creatures, so...
That guy's been working out.
Just a tiny bit. Yeah, we don't need 2 of you guys, though.
Apparently, it thinks otherwise.
Apparently it really did.
Entrail, finally playable. Of course, they'll probably get taken down by a Ray of Righteousness or something.
Don't jinx it.
They'll probably get taken down by a Ray of Righteousness or something. I negated
Double
my...
arrow barrage.
Well, I at least negated mine by saying the exact same thing. Guards! Guards!
And now we're apparently going to trade for a 2/2 and a 1/1.
Maybe? Yeah, probably. I mean, it would make sense. But then they'll only have 3 cards left in hand.
Or just one of them.
Just one of them. Damn shame.
Gain a bunch of life.
Take a bunch of life. I was hoping for a better card draw, though.
Yeah, Angelic Temple's not the greatest. No priests in hand. Well, there's a priest. Shouldn't have done it.
I mean, you had 2 subordinates. Did you really need to? I mean, at least you got Dwarven Mortar, so.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it wasn't
Do
all
we shoot one down now?
Why wouldn't you?
In case he
Oh, right.
wipes... Well, Arrow Barrage wouldn't do it. And if he has to solar project something, it'd have to be his 5/5, so... Or play something, and he'd have to play 2 threats. Mm-hmm. It'd be acceptable, but a little painful.
Oh, that was amazing, though. Just your turn was just...
I was thinking, we only put 1 in the deck. What are the chances we actually dropped? Nothing. So let's just get rid of the temple.
Woo-wee! Ugh. That hurts.
Just a bit.
Good thing you gain a little bit of life back. And have Entriel. Of course. 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11 damage on the field for them currently. But you also have Dwarven Mortar. And a Flyer. And Entriel. And a second Dwarven Mortar. Not looking like the worst all of a sudden. You make the same play, blockers, exhaust, shoots them down. So they're probably not going to go on it anymore, obviously. And the 2 hero abilities, Militiamen, and the Graveyard Guards one. Pumps. So unless they have something super fancy...
They have a 1/1. That's actually a 2/2.
Ooh, another Cavalry Field Captain.
They could boost him to 6 and 3 speed. Of course, you'd need a way to pump 4 extra bits of damage there to finish this off.
With 3 mana. And 3 cards in hand. And 6 creatures out on the field. Can you do it?
I mean, the creatures are getting smaller and smaller with double Dwarven Mortars.
Yeah. They're thinking.
Wondering if potentially he has a pacifism in his deck. Or pacify.
Did not think of that.
He's always saving that 2 mana. Okay, I don't know why you're attacking with 3/3.
Because shut up. I think this is more of a desperation play. Or they really want to use Pacify.
We get 2 life from that.
That?
I forgot. Dragon work, so of course Dwarven Mortar would work the same. That's great.
That's just so retarded. I like how you gained life.
Yeah, we're up life from since you attacked us.
That's just retarded.
Yeah, it just smells like a pacifism, you know?
Honestly, I don't even care anymore just because you got Gomer as well. Boom, shakalaka.
And plus HP. Plus speed. He's already got Lifebound. So we don't have to make the same mistake of walking into an arrow barrage.
How many times do we make that mistake?
It's only the first Gomer that we played.
Hey!
Victory! Our bits of life gain allowed us to turn the corner there. And let's see how it goes in Game 3. Game 3 against Darkbur. And this is going to be a draw again.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright.
That's pretty decent, actually.
It's much better.
A bit of a top end, but at least we get this.
And for their turn 1 play, they play Corruption Level. Oh,
Ooh, and a thing. It's dead.
Not what I was expecting.
No, not what I was expecting. You got some expensive cards off the top. Wow, and there's still more expensive cards off the top.
Just deal with it now.
Yeah, let's just shoot that.
Well, you get a card draw from it anyways, so... A lot of expensive cards.
And yeah, Antrail, you're a couple turns away from being cast.
A long while away.
Especially with our luck with Divine Offering, we might not actually reach up that high.
Your luck. I've never really had this issue with Divine Offerings before.
Okay, so we're facing a mill deck.
That makes more sense.
So we're going to have to... I figured that much. It's probably similar to the Xeris Demon list that I'd played before. Yeah, we're going to play that first.
Stupid mill decks. Need more cards that mill. They need anything that can benefit a Xeris.
Just like all the things.
We're going up wisdom level. Corruption wisdom. You even have a double Sunblessed Priest.
Yeah, except we don't want to do that with the 1/1 on the field. At least not attack with it. I think we still want to get them out there. And playing Wisdom. Ah, Void Touch Subordinate. Makes sense. But there's an Azaris in there, and that's terrifying.
Yep. He's just looking for that reanimate now.
Well, we can deal with that too. He probably gets a Sunblessed Priest.
We have another Sunblessed Priest.
That we do. I think it's... No, we don't need 2 mortars.
I was gonna say, wow.
He's another priest.
Funny because I was gonna say, wow. And I saw that Divine Offering, and I was, wow.
Yeah, he milled quite a few cards from quite a few shrines.
I guess it did.
But still, it doesn't really... Not enough to say, oh wow. But we're definitely not casting Antrail this game, I don't think.
Well, that's where you're wrong. Because now you're only gonna get all the rest of your shrines.
Yeah, but we don't have an Antrail to cast.
Yes, you do at the bottom of your
Slow
deck.
down all our things.
Because you Divine Offering her away. I think she's about your 28th card right now. So you'll eventually be able to cast her. Maybe. Maybe it was your 26th draw, actually. I don't know how many turns have passed. Don't pay attention to that. Dwarven Mortar. Boom!
Gone.
Suck it.
Do we animate?
You almost never get to play it.
I think we'll play one more turn.
Make him think you have that pacify or something, even though they don't have a creature on them. Never mind!
Hey, you could reanimate his Eris and we could just pacify it.
True.
Victory!
Ah, easy.
Guess he didn't have the tools necessary.
Guess not.
Even if he had reanimated his Eris, I think we were still in pretty good shape next turn.
It was alright.
But yeah, that was Lifebound Midrange. It performed better than I was thinking it would, which is nice. It's always a fun deck. Just we never got to show off the 40 life win condition, but we did manage to out-heal the soldiers in the second game.
Yeah, the healing option was always there, especially in like game 2, but that's just secondary if you need a secondary win condition.
Exactly. And so yeah, I guess we'll see y'all next time.